Hello everyone, it is Monday, April the 23rd, 2018. I am out here in Georgia. The festival just ended yesterday. I'm going to take it easy today, and I'm going to make this a thrift store hopping day. I am going to go from thrift store to thrift store looking for really interesting looking DVDs, VHSs, and most of all, video games. So join me. Stop number 1, the Goodwill in Douglasville. Wait until dark. Oh, look at this. I found an Audrey Hepburn movie. It's not in my Audrey Hepburn collection. Yeah, that's definitely going with me right there. I think Tears of a Nun is the one that I haven't found yet. I've really been looking for. Can't seem to find that anywhere. Oh, Muppets from Space. I'd like to find a DVD version of that. I'd definitely get that. Oh, look at this. I got the Spawn movie with one of the most realistic looking puppets ever made in practical special effects. And I say that sarcastically. Casablanca. This is a classic, and I have not seen it yet. Yeah, hey, it's going to be a day for old movies, it looks like. I want to get this, but then again, this is something I'd really rather get in DVD form, so I'm going to leave that here. Okay, now this looks like it was made back in the old days of practical special effects, with people just surrounded by giant props or green screens, that kind of thing. Borrowers. I'm gonna get that one. That one's a buy that's gonna be mostly out of curiosity than anything else. Looks like I found an early Jackie Chan movie that I have not seen yet. Miracles. And he looks a lot younger in this, so I'm gonna get that too. This one right here. A funny thing happened on my way to the forum. I have no clue what this is. This is, again, is going to be a curiosity buy. It looks like I found where the video games are now. Goodwills are notorious for being completely picked through and overpriced. Well, how much is $2 on it? But normally they're $5. Who in their right mind is going to pay $5 for a bunch of sports games? An entire side of sport. Darn Hero, demo, sport. Yeah, this is lame. Come on, please tell me there's something in here that was just brought out. Pick through. So pick through. Wait. The Hip Hop Dance Experience. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that one up. Cold Stone Creamery? I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Looks like a kid's toy. I'm gonna check that one out and see what the rarity is on it. It might be worth a lot just because of how rare it is. Wii Ninja Reflex. Huh. Disappointment that was. See, every time I see this DVD, it and I've actually watched this. Not a bad movie, but it always makes me think it looks like this guy is drinking this guy's piss. It's a good movie with a terribly designed cover. Nacho Libre. Oh, more video games. Oh, now here we go. Twisted Metal Black, which I already have. What are they selling it for? That would be a good find if I didn't already have it. Gran Turismo 3. For $2. It's actually not bad. Red Faction for $2. That's not bad. Cat hat. Okay, I'm putting all of these back because after looking them up, the one that is worth the most is this one here, Hip Hop Dance Experience. It's about $10 to $12. But out here, because it's unmarked, it's $5, and I'm not going to pay for. I'm not going to buy a game for only half off one that I'm not really into hip hop music. I'm probably not going to play it much. These two were kind of collectible. This one reaching about $10, and this one reaching about $7. But then again, at $5, it's not much of a discount for games I'm probably not going to play. So this entire shelf is a complete bust. No video games to be found here. I did just find this. So Flash Gordon. On the back it says the premiere episode, so it's probably for a failed TV series. And I'm a real big fan of the movie with the Queen soundtrack to it. So I like to get stuff that says Flash Gordon on it, but I'm feeling like after I've seen that Good movie, seeing something like this was probably going to let me down. But hey, I'm going to get it anyway. Ironic that right behind it was Bill Engvall telling me to hold my sign. You are your Swiss Alec Baldwin. Guys, I just found a DVD of Battlefield Earth, the legendarily bad movie. I want to see it just out of curiosity. All the rants I've seen online about how bad this was. How bad it was when I was still learning how to spell my name. I just hope the DVD's actually in there. Okay, it's in there. Is it readable? Is there scratches on it? No, it's clean. Aha! I'm gonna get to see this legendarily terrible movie. This whole shelf of jewel cases sometimes has PS1 games or 3DO games, things like that, kind of shuffled in. Here's an example. This is an old PC game, what do they call it, edutainment game. It would be a lot of fun for somebody like Peanut Butter Gamer, but this is just not my thing. And then, of course, you have the permanent fixture you see in every thrift store, it seems like. Big bins of Guitar Hero guitars. Here's one that's an Xbox with the connection broken off. Here's one for the Wii. These are actually worth a little more because they don't need the wireless receiver. You just put the Wiimote in there, so that's worth a little bit more. This one is worthless though. There's no receiver and there's no battery case or battery backing. Some kind of dance pad here. Yeah, that's worthless. This thing is worthless. This might be something here, but the front part to this opening it's gone. Man, they're just piled up in here these days. When the Guitar Hero phase crashed, it crashed hard. We got a bin of $5 controllers here. This is just the regular DualShock 2 for $5, not worth that much. A Mad Catz original Xbox controller with the end broken off, definitely not worth $5. A couple of, I think these silver ones are probably third party. They are also not worth $5. And on, we've got some kind of wireless receiver for the original Xbox here. Probably something to do with Rock Band. A GameStop. This is probably the only one that's even close to being worth $5. I don't even know what this receiver is on the end of this one here. It looks like it goes to a mobile phone or something. Xfinity Portal. Some Leapster stuff. Another original Xbox, for some reason, very sticky. I've seen this a lot, where they get some kind of weird sticky substance on them. So it's like it comes out of the plastic or something, or maybe it's just a bunch of kids with jelly. Here we go, here's a little something. This one's, there's a novelty to having one this small and kind of cute, but it is $5. Oh, it has the connection on the end of it. Huh. I'm gonna look this one up. This might be worth something. Well, according to eBay, it's worth about $15. It's going for $5 here. It is complete. It's clean. Feels like the connections are all good on all the buttons. I think I am going to get this one. And here we are at the Goodwill in Powder Springs. Now, this is a very big Goodwill, and that is because this building used to be a Kroger. This Kroger actually has a little significance with my own history. When I was in high school, my homeschool group came out here to this Kroger when it was a Kroger and had something we called a career day, and that's where each of us followed someone around out of each department. We had one person go with the cashiers, one with the managers, one with the stockers. I went with the guys in the seafood department. And so we pretty much spent a few hours out here just seeing what it was like to have a regular job. That was quite a few years ago. Now it's a Goodwill, so let's go on in, see if we can find something interesting. And right off we are met with this big shelf of video games. I kind of wish they didn't put them right up front where they're in the eyesight of everyone, because they get picked through so fast. It's nice to see that they're actually individually pricing these things now, so they're actually lowering the price on sports games. They've caught on, at least a little bit. Mad Dash. This is actually a really good game, but I already have it. Sports. Street Fighter That is not Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. Always check the cases, guys. Always check the cases. Bad shape. You know what? I've never been able to find the Nerf gun that goes with this game. The real Nerf gun has got like the little collar window that flips up, and if you look through it, you can find different secrets and stuff in there. And I've never been able to find the Nerf gun that's supposed to come with this. But fortunately, you can use a regular Wii gun. It'll still work. Okay. Disney's Tangled. That might be something. Let's look that one up. Rudolph? Oh. Splashdown. There's a Splashdown Rides Gone Wild that's really good. Iron Chef? Why would they make a game out of that? Weird stuff they made games out of. Animal Kingdom. Wild Exploration. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. It might be rare. Oh my goodness. Jillian yelling and torturing fat people on TV, making millions at it. Gotta love her. She was awesome. Spy Games. Hardy Boys? Hardy Boys. Oh, what's that? Case for display only? Case for display only? What? Never heard of the Hardy Boys. Look that one up too. Oh, look at that. Xbox One games are starting to show up in Goodwill now. Batman, I've already got that one. We're probably going to see some guitars in the electronics section when I go back there. Oh, it's a SpongeBob SquarePants? SpongeBob. Truth or Square? Yeah, that sounds really lame. Okay, we got one GameCube game here. This was the one time Mad Catz made an actual video game, and it was mostly just so they could sell more of their own dance pad, because it had certain buttons that were not on the other dance pads. So I don't think I'm going to get that. The dance pad's actually really hard to find. Off-Road Extreme. Now that looks really cool, actually. I'm going to look that one up. Okay, Hit and Run is a classic game, of course. I do already have it. And this one comes with no manual and scratched all the heck up. Probably why it's still here. Do we have a... Oh, we've got a gun game that I don't have. Yeah, that's probably coming on with me. That's if it's not scratched up. Monopoly. Do I have this one? Fireblade. Alright, I'm going to look up some of these, see if there's anything worth keeping. I just found Season 2 of Robot Chicken. I'll show you how to cross swords! Oh, you're just a nice dragon with a bad skin condition. Oh, both the discs are here. Relatively clean. That one is. It's not scratched. And not scratched. Yeah, baby. This one's going home with me. If this is what I think it is, I think it's the score of the day. Oh man, it's all scratched the heck up. That sucks. Well, after looking it up, it turns out, is worth about $20. So even if I do pay $5 for it, then I pay an extra $3 to get it resurfaced, it's still a pretty good deal. And it's got the manual, so... Mega Man X Command Mission. All of these are going back. Yeah, these, not a good deal on any of these. I'm going to be buying this one pretty much at the same price I would pay at a regular used video game store, but I don't think I've seen this for... I don't think I've ever seen this one at all, honestly, or I would have bought it. So, there's that. This one, like I've already said, is a really good deal. This is the one that I'm kind of torn on, because it doesn't look like one that's that interesting to play, but at the same time, it usually goes for about $15, and I'll be getting it for $5 here. So should I get it while I can? I'm going to think about that while I go to the electronics section. Not much here, except for the ubiquitous Wii bouncing boards. You see these all over the place. They are worthless. Completely worthless. What are they selling? They're selling for $5.05. They should put just the word free on there. Nobody wants these things. Oh, look at this. It's Little Critter. Ah, that's nostalgic for me right there. Those are some of my favorite children's books. The Little Critter children's books. Well, the brownie in me really wants to get this. This was back when Twilight Sparkle did not have the alicorn powers yet. She didn't have her wings. Man, I want to get this, but, you know, maybe when I've got the space to really have a corner dedicated to Friendship is Magic. I've seen these handheld games by Leapfrog for little kids just hanging around a lot. Like this one here looks like, I mean, it's got the stylus intact, and there's even a game in there, and it's for $3. And it'd be interesting, but all the games are incredibly easy. They're to the point where they're just pretty much impossible to lose them. You could not do anything at all and still just kind of stumble your way on through and get a smiley face, a happy sun sticker for everything that you go through. So there's no challenge to these, no challenge at all. I wish there was a way to hack them and maybe do something else with them though. Well, I've thought about it and I've looked up some gameplay footage, and honestly, this may be a collector's item, but it just looks too boring for me to spend $5 on, even if it is normally going for $15. I can't do it. It's just, no. They can go find a Raging Clue somewhere else. Looks like they're also selling a Nintendo Wii for $25 and a PlayStation 3 Fat for $51. Yeah, that's tempting, but they're untested, and I already have both of those. It's not a bad deal, though. So these are going to be the last pickups of the day, these three things here. Back at my little brother's place now. There's one of his dogs, Lucy. Yes, he knows her name. How you doing, Lucy? He's a good dog. Oh, wait, Simon. Simon, not to be outdone, Simon's a bit of a jealous puss. He's like, what are you doing petting her? What about me? This is Rosie here. She was named because of her personality. She's very like always up on you. Always wants. Look at that. She's headbutting me over here. Mood. Yeah, always in a good mood. And this is Thorn right here.
No.
Oh wait,
Lucy, get down.
Lucy wants to eat him. And this is Thorn. Oh, that's good. Back in the camper now, going to do a little recap. Unfortunately, it looks like today was not a video games day. It was mostly for the movies. This is all I got that was related to video games. But let's go ahead and do the recap. In the line of VHSs, I got Jackie Chan's Miracle. A Funny Thing Happened on My Way to the Forum. Wait Until Dark with Audrey Hepburn. Casablanca. The Borrowers. And this is one I didn't turn the camera on. I got this from a pawn shop. Actually, this was in a bin marked free, so even if it doesn't work, no loss. So that is Falling Down. Okay, now on the DVD side, I got one of the worst movies ever made, John Travolta's Battlefield Earth, written by L. Ron Hubbard, the creator of the Scientology religion. And then Robot Chicken Season 2. And Flash Gordon, the pilot from the failed TV series. Now, let me mention this as well. When I went to buy this, actually I was buying, I think, these and this all at the same time. And the cashier rang this up as 2 DVDs and a game. Now, when that happens, when the cashier rings up a game as a DVD, you have no moral responsibility to correct their mistake. Don't, you goody two-shoes out there, don't go thinking, oh no, I gotta stop them and tell them that was actually a game. No, you don't. If you've got a PS1 game or a PC game and it's in a jewel case and they ring it up like it's a music CD, that was their mistake. You know, that's not your responsibility to tell them how to do their job. So if they make a mistake and it costs them money, that is on them. You have no moral responsibility to correct their mistake. So I was able to get this for $2.99 instead of $5. So that turned out to be a really good deal. And then this I'm going to call the find of the day. Mega Man X Command Mission. Normally going for 20 bucks, got it for $5, but I will need to get it resurfaced, and it did come with the manual. And then I got Wreck-It Ralph for the 3DS. Not a really good game, but it was only $2, so, and I like Wreck-It Ralph, so I got that from the same pawn shop that I got Falling Down from. And then we got a single third-party original Xbox controller with the breakaway attachment still on the end of the cord. So that was today's haul. I'm going to end this video off by actually putting this DVD into the player and watching it for the first time, and then immediately turning the camera on and giving you guys my reaction of what I think of it. So here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's starting! See you guys on the other side. I did it, I made it through. Now, what were my thoughts? Well, number one, it definitely was not the burning putrid dumpster fire that everybody claimed it to be. It actually held pretty close to the book, and yes, I did listen to most of the audiobook for this, and the same problems that were in the audiobook are in the movie. The first off being that the aliens did not believe that humans could operate machinery or learn how to speak their language or read or anything like that, but when they got to the planet and they said this in there, they saw the humans operating machines, having a written language, and being able to speak language to each other, but somehow they thought it was impossible for them to learn theirs. That didn't make any sense right there. The other claim that a lot of people complained about was the cinematography of it, and I can understand way too much slow motion, way too much laughing into the camera, but the whole idea of the angles they used and having the camera tilted a little bit, we can call that stylized. It was a different way of making a movie. We've got really well-known directors now that really overuse lens flares, and somehow they make millions, but if somebody overuses the tilting of the camera, that's terrible. I don't have any problem with directors taking a chance and being experimental. That I don't have a problem with. But I did have a problem with were the gaping plot holes, like the aliens not believing that humans were intelligent, humans only putting up a 9-minute fight, cavemen somehow learning how to operate and fly Harrier jets within a day, somebody being able to figure out how to open up and rig up a nuclear warhead by reading some instructions in a 3-ring binder. Yeah, there were some really stupid things in there. But, you know what, I'm going to have to say altogether, it wasn't a bad story. It was knowledge over ignorance. It was patience over violence. It was good versus evil. And it was a story that I think with a little more help and a little more attention could have really shined and could have really made for a good movie if they had just fixed some things. So that's all I have to say for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed my thrift store hopping / game hunting. Please hit the like button, leave some comments, leave questions, leave suggestions, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Share the video with your friends. Love you guys, and I will see you again on the next one.